Hello everyone, this video will cover Module 2. So Module 2 is going to be a bridge between our introductory stuff and our first major writing assignment. If you remember back on the syllabus, one of our outcomes for the class is to write starting at the paragraph level. So our first major writing assignment will be a paragraph. And so then this module is helping us to get some of that foundation information in order to write our major paragraph assignment, which will be started in the next module. So let me show you what we're working with here. We've got kind of two things that you're doing. You're doing some practice out of the textbook, which is the pre-writing discussion board, and then chapters 2 and 3, or 3 and 4, some of the practice exercises. So all of these will come out of the book. And then you're also going to take a quiz over just fundamental reading strategies, which comes from our college level reading support textbook, which is that second OER book that's linked in. So if you remember, our textbooks are linked up here in our course textbooks module, and then I will also put the chapters, kind of like I did with this one. I'll put chapters 3 and 4 in here because that is one of the first things I want you to do is those readings. The chapter 3 is about the process of writing paragraphs, and then chapter 4 kind of follows it with some discussion of how to make your writing more coherent. So things that kind of naturally follow one after another, which you'll need all of this when you start working on your assignment in the next module. So this pre-writing discussion board is just to practice pre-writing skills. These were introduced in chapter 2. And so that if you need to go back into the module 1 reading, you can, but they're just kind of basic pre-writing skills that we're going to be practicing here. And I also have the page number here for the practice that you're going to be doing. So if you're in the textbook, you've got this whole section is about brainstorming and examples about brainstorming. And so what you're going to do is practice number 3, these are the topics that you can choose from. And so what you're going to do is set a timer and pick one of the topics, and then just type continuously for about 10 minutes about that topic. So when you hit reply, it opens up that box. Set yourself a timer, and then just type as many things as you can think of. Because it's a free write, it is not intended to be perfect writing. It should be just a free flow of ideas. There should be, just like grammar errors, punctuation errors, misspelled words. That's what we want in a free write, because that shows that you were just typing continuously, whatever's on your mind, whatever comes to mind. And then if you need to go beyond just the one prompt, you can continue with others, or you can just type whatever you're thinking. So it should be a fairly big block of text when you're done. When you're finished, then you're going to go through your peers' free writes, and I want you to create a cluster map or a list of or directed questions in order to kind of further what they completed in their free write. So this is again just practice for the pre-writing techniques that you will encounter in this class, but just we're doing this kind of as a group as opposed to doing it individually. So you will not be using any of these topics for any of your writing assignments. This is just solely for practice. So once you've done that free write using one of those topics, then you can take a look at the example of doing a cluster map, which you'll do for somebody else's topic, or the asking of questions. Obviously, you don't have to answer the questions, the 3 questions that are specific to the free write, and continue or expand on the original free write. So there are just different ways to respond there with the 2 response posts that you'll be completing. For the cluster map, you can either do it, I have had some students like hand draw one, which is fine. You have to take a picture then and then upload it into the text box. The other option is to just, open up your Word program and then create one. You can insert pictures, you can insert shapes. So, if you want to have this as the central idea, you can add text in there. And you can add in lines to help connect that to other ideas So you create your shapes, and then you can add text in so that we can kind of see how things are aligned. And then that's pretty easy to upload as a document into your text box. You can also take a screenshot and insert that as an image file as well. So a couple of different options for completing that. That one should not be too difficult. So if you're finding that one to be a challenging assignment, it's probably you're overthinking the assignment. So you can always send me an email. Again, that college level reading support textbook, and then these are the questions coming from it. So you've already been introduced to that. The first link was in the first module, and I told you to take a look at the book. Now we're taking our first quiz over it. Then the last assignment in this module is a chapter 3 and 4 practice. So these are different practice pages in the textbook. So you can look again and remember, navigate. All you have to do is put the page number in there, and then you'll scroll into the practice section, and then it gives you the different practices that you can complete. So this one, practice 2, and in this case we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different sets of sentences, and your task is to put them in order. So what would be the most logical order of the topic sentences? So it says that unscramble and write a paragraph with them. So we need topic sentence would be the most broad idea, and then the rest would go in order after that. So the practices are different, and I've got kind of a description of what I'm expecting. Since you're doing it on a Word document from the exercise in the book, it can be a little bit harder to kind of envision what it's going to look like. So formatting wise, I don't really care as long as you're giving me the answers and that they're numbered and that I know which practice it goes to. That's really what I need. If it's just, a bunch of letters or something, I'm not going to know what that means. But label everything and then upload it all as one document when you're done. And then that will be the practice for this module. So if you're having any difficulty accessing the textbook, any questions about anything, feel free to send me an email. Otherwise, have a great week.